AI is the hot new buzzword. What if there was an under-the-radar AI stock that would double, if not triple, over the next few months based on a pricing discrepancy? One that is supported by major VCs, including Founders Fund and Y Combinator. What if it is a stock that nobody is talking about because it's so tiny? I found it.
Excellent.
Vascular Biogenics, a biotech company. What? How does that make sense? So I was on Twitter looking for investment ideas. Shout out to Spinning Earth for bringing this idea across my Twitter feed. So bear with me. VBLT is a biotech stock with about a $14 million market cap, which recently announced a merger with Notable Labs, a private VC-funded AI company. Notable is focused on the biotech industry, which is how it became familiar with VBLT. They worked together on a previous project. Vascular Biogenics was looking for somebody to merge with, so this deal kind of happened. So why is this merger good for VBLT stock? So as I previously mentioned, VBLT stock it's a penny stock that's trading below 20 cents a share right now at about a $14 million market cap. Sometimes tiny companies are overlooked because they're too small for institutional investors to invest in. For example, if you have a $1 billion fund, you cannot invest in a $14 million company without buying the whole company outright. And that's something that probably a fund doesn't want to do. Sometimes a company is too small to invest in for the big guys out there. If we look at the recently filed S-4, which is a merger document that the company has to file with the SEC, outlining the parameters of the deal before due diligence is completed. The merged company will have a valuation of about $145 million, with the Notable side being about $110 million, while the VBLT side being about $35 million. So again, if you look at the VBLT market cap right now, it's at about $14 million. But wait a second, the S4 says that it's $35 million. It will be valued at $35 million. So how does that make sense? So let's say the merger is to go through and everything is finalized and there's no problems or any issues. Once the merger is completed, the $14 million market cap of VBLT will be part of a $35 million market cap. So if you think about it, what's 35 million divided by 14 million? It's about 150%. It's about 2.5 times $14 million. So if you were to hold the VBLT stock right now and the merger goes through and everything goes to plan, you should more than double your money once the stock debuts as a merged company. Obviously, the risk to this is that the merger falls through. If something were to go wrong, if one of the companies lied about something, or they just decide that this is not a deal that they want to go through with, then that would be really bad for VBLT stock. Prior to this, VBLT was trying to merge because they had a recent research study that came up inconclusive, and so they need to merge in order to recapitalize and kind of put themselves in a better situation for future studies without bankrupting themselves. So VBLT is very motivated to do this merger. Notable, on the other hand, is a privately held company. So with the headlines dealing with AI that are out there right now, any AI company or AI stock is booming in value. I would actually argue that once this merger goes through and the price and the stock debuts on the market, that merged company will probably go up in price. That would be my guess. And I can't guarantee that part of it, but that would be my guess. And so to me, that's part of the reason why Notable wants this merger to go through. It's because they want to be a public company and become valued higher than what they are. And within the S4, the only stipulation that VBLT had to follow through on for this merger to happen is they need to have at least 15 million in cash when the merger is finalized. They currently have about 35 million in cash, so I don't foresee it being a big issue. This merger should happen over the next few months. Once the S4 is finalized, or the SEC will review it over the next 30 days. After that, due diligence needs to occur, and so depending on how complex the merger is, sometimes the due diligence takes a long time to complete. Since this is a very tiny company, and this is a relatively small merger, I would guesstimate that this merger should be completed over the next few months. So if you buy VBLT stock right now, expect it to at least double or go up 150% from today's closing price, if not more. It should be about 150% higher, but like I said, this is an AI play. So I would imagine that it would even go up higher once it debuts on the stock market. And so again, the biggest risk to this is that the merger does not complete and that there is some kind of hiccup down the line that we don't know about. Crazy things always happens. Nothing is guaranteed. We cannot say 100% certain that the merger will go through. The only thing I will say is just remember, don't leave all your eggs in one basket. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe, and I'll try to come out with new investment ideas in the future.